What's that in the sky? It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Super Cook here, coming at you guys today with a weatherless OU match against somebody by the name of Ashhole. I have to say that slowly to prevent myself from swearing, which I don't do in my videos. Anyways, like I said in Pokemon Crystal, I am returning from my hiatus early because I was excited to get from 50 subs, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, the game's not dead. I've been playing it, and I've been having fun again. So, let's get into the teams in a moment. I might not be able to cover everything because I realized I accidentally was a little bit shorter than I needed. Anyways, I have a Firewater Grass Corns form of Infernape, Celebi, and Jellicent. Infernape is the lead Infernape with Stealth Rocks and Taunts and all that fun stuff. This is a physical attacking Celebi that has Sword Stance, and I think Sucker Punch and Zed Headbutt. This is a special attacking Kyurem that has Dragon Pulse, Drago Meteor, Ice Beam, and I forget the fourth move right now. Jellicent, Gliscor, and Fortress you have all seen in other videos, but pretty much Fortress is for rocks, Gliscor is a physical wall, Jellicent is a special wall. Both Gliscor and Jellicent like to Toxic Stall, and Fortress can use Gyro Ball, which is always pretty legit. Okay, anyways, he's going to lead off with Gengar, and I'm going to lead off with my Infernape. He's going to set up a substitute right off the back, and I'm going to go for a Taunt. Unfortunately, he's going to outspeed me, so I could not have prevented him from getting this sub up. Now he's just going to fire off a Shadow Ball. I'm going to take it pretty decently, considering I'm an Infernape, and Infernapes aren't known for their great defenses. I set up Rocks on this next turn, which works out really well, because that's what you do. You want people to take damage when they come in and switch out. I know he's going to go for another Shadow Ball, so I'm going to switch right in Fortress. He's going to take that Shadow Ball like a boss, because that's what he does, and it's not effective. Now, I'm just going to go for a Gyro Ball, because I really don't know what to do. I lied, actually. I'm going to start setting up spikes. So I start setting up spikes. Got my first layer up. I'm like, okay, this is good. He's behind a sub. I don't really know what he can do to me. But he disables. I'm like, okay, this is a sub-disabled Gengar. That kind of sucks right now. Now I don't know how I'm going to deal with this thing. I have a general idea. I'm in here right now. He misses 2 Focus Blasts, which kind of suck. I just go for a Gyro Ball. And that's going to break his sub. Now he's going to go for another Shadow Ball, I guess predicting a switch into something more offensive. But nope. I know these things are fast, and it's really fast, especially if I've sped my Infernape. So Gyro Ball does a lot, and I'm really happy with that amount of damage. He's going for a Focus Blast and try to finish me off while I just go for another Gyro Ball. Fortunately, I do survive. With 87 HP, go for a Gyro Ball and finish this thing off, which is always nice. I don't like Gengar. At least not fighting it. Now he's going to switch into Scrafty, and I don't really know what to do at this point, so I'm like, okay, let's switch into my physical wall. I wasn't really necessarily thinking too much. A lot of these things carry Ice Punch, so I kind of stay in for a bit, but it's okay. Everything works out. He knows he probably won't be able to kill me with one Ice Punch, so I guess he sets up Dragon Dance while I set up a Toxic just to see if it's Shed Skin or Moxie. Seeing the Dragon Dance makes me think it's more offensive, so probably, maybe Moxie. Now, I'm seeing he's staying Toxic, so now I'm really starting to think he's Moxie. He gets up a second Dragon Dance, I'm like, okay, I might be screwed. I'm just going to set up a sub and hopefully survive one Ice Punch and do some damage. Awkward Pause of Doom. Anyways, he finally gets off this Ice Punch. It's going to break the sub, of course, because it's a +2 Ice Punch against the Gliscor. And I just get off an Earthquake from behind the sub. Doesn't do too much, but I'm not complaining. Toxic and stuff that's going to bring him down to midway through the yellow, and I'm just going to Protect to get him a little bit more toxic damage. So right now, I'm going to switch out in Fortress. He's going to predict that and go for a Drain Punch, giving him just enough health back not to die from Toxic on this next turn, and finishing off my Fortress at the exact same time. And he gets the Moxie boost, so now he's +3. I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to necessarily deal with this thing. This kind of sucks. But I'm going to send in Gliscor, and he's going to switch out. I just plan on protecting or trying to finish him off with something. Yeah, but since he's essential HP, I know when Scrafty comes back in, Spikes and Rocks are going to finish him off. Now, he's going to switch into Gyarados. I'm going to switch into Kyurem, because I know Kyurem can take anything Gyarados would want to do, outside of maybe a Stone Edge, but I don't see them carrying Stone Edge that much. I just tried to go for a Dragon Pulse just to do some damage, but he's gonna switch out into Scrafty and it's gonna die and stuff and things. I guess I missed the Focus Blast, unfortunately, and he goes for a close combat and just finishes me off. I'm like, dang, this thing is probably choice banned. Even though he got a crit, I don't think it mattered. Because I'm gonna switch into Celebi to try to finish that thing up, and he's gonna switch out into Gyarados. Predicting him to want to switch out, I'm just going to set up that Swords Dance. He's going to go for a Waterfall. Thank goodness it's not an Ice Fang. I'm just going to go for a +2 Zen Headbutt, and that will be enough to finish him off after Rock's doing damage to him. Coming in. That's pretty good. Because now he's going to send back in Terrakion, and I don't have Seed Bomb on this thing, so I don't know what I'm going to do. He's going to get off that X-Scissor, and it's unfortunately going to kill Celebi to death. Celebi did not survive that, but I'm going to send in my Jolly King Jellicent. He's going to continue using X-Scissor because he's a bandit, and I'm just going to Scald, see what I can do to this thing, maybe finish it off. He just barely survives. But that's okay. That's okay. I have enough HP to do a Scald, because he's definitely not finishing me off the next turn. So X-Scissor hardly does anything again, and another Scald will finish off this Terrakion. Now he's going to send in Dragonite. I'm like, I don't necessarily know how to deal with Dragonite. He's going to go for an Outrage while I'm going to Toxic to break any potential Lumberries, or just get a Toxic. So I get a Toxic, no Lumberry, so, I guess, I know he's taking that risk of confusion. So now I'm going to switch out into my Physical Wall Gliscor to continue taking Outrages. But, he's not going to take them as well as I had hoped. Yes, he's going to survive in the green, but, that's only because of stuff. And, I guess I toxic him or something. I thought I did that earlier. Something is kind of, like, whooping around in my brain. You guys can go back and watch that if you want. Anyways, now I'm just pretty much gonna start toxic stalling him to death. He's gonna keep hitting himself, unfortunately, and, I'm going to kind of switch between Substitute Protect and, Earthquake, because this one has Substitute Protect, Earthquake, and Toxic, so it doesn't have Ice Fang for taking out stuff. But that's okay, because Toxic Stalling tends to work on this thing. I like this moveset for this thing. I am very happy with this Gliscor. Anyways, Dragonite's going down here. Now he's up to his last Pokemon. Rendorozu. No, Landorus. Which, it's not fine for him. Unfortunately, at this point, he's pretty much lost the match. All he has left is this thing, and that thing is not going to be able to take out Gliscor. Or I don't think. Maybe something will happen? Maybe not. Anyways, I'm behind this up, and I get Toxic, and I'm protecting, and pretty much trying to stall this thing to its doom. But, yeah. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Yes, he dies, so, good game, Ash. Hole. Yes, let's not swear. If you guys like this video, comment, like, and subscribe, and all that fun shenanigans. I'll be continuing weekly uploads of at least one battle, and hopefully one LP part or PO. My derping around PO, where I'm kind of doing live PO for a little bit. So, like I said, comment, like, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. I will see you guys all later.